So I'm the owner and CEO of a small manufacturing company. We've got 13 employees, and our annual revenues are a bit over $6 million. And I want to take a step back. I want to step back to a 4-day work schedule so I can spend more time on family and friends and hobbies. But I've got two main concerns about making that change. First, I'm worried that my team will somewhat resent me for stepping back while they continue to work a normal 5-day week. You might even say that I feel some kind of guilt about this. And the second concern is that I'm only 35 years old, so I worry that I'm too young to take my foot off the gas in my career, and I might miss out on even greater financial success. So really just want to know what you think if you put your business therapist hat on. Are these concerns valid, things that I should listen to, or do you think it's acceptable in my situation to cut back to a 4-day work schedule?
I don't think you can cut it to a 4-day work schedule with 13 team members unless you cut the whole thing back to 4 days.
Yeah, it runs pretty well without me. For additional context, I acquired the business about 1.5 years ago, and the owner was already fairly absent. He was in his 90s, believe it or not. I took 2 weeks off for paternity leave recently, and then kind of worked part-time during that time as well. We had a record quarter. So we do have strong lieutenants here. I mainly focus on, I do close the books. It takes me 4 to 8 hours a month. And then I focus on strategic projects for improvement. But day-to-day stuff, I'm not typically too involved in.
So what is your income? Personal income?
My personal taxable income is about $1 million.
This thing's got serious margin. Wow.
Yeah, it's doing well.
Okay. That is additional context, and that does change the answer then, yeah. I don't see why you can't do this. I don't see a problem with it. The only thing I'm struggling with is just the idea that you're 35 years old and you're going to quit working. That's just weird.
Certainly don't want to quit working. Work is my favorite hobby. I love working. I love coming to work. But I realized recently that through introspection and conversations with my wife, that for the first time in my life, the whole life, it's you have the time but not the money to do things you want to do. And now it's flipped. I've got money, but I don't have the time. And between my wife and I and our 4 children, which range from 3 months to 9 years old, it feels like we spend all our time working, which is me, raising the kids and keeping up with household tasks, and we don't spend enough quality time with each other. We don't see friends often enough, and we barely pursue hobbies anymore.
Well, other people do that with a 40-hour week.
It's true. Maybe it's part of the reasons we have 3-month-old twins, but...
Yeah, that matters. But but I mean, if people have hobbies and friends and quality family time with a 40-hour week, that's 8 hours a day out of 24, only 5 days. And they have for decades and centuries.